Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to give you guys an update on my 2010 Civic Si sedan. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at my last video. I wanted to kind of give you guys, share with you guys my plans that I'm going to do as I go through, doing what I want to do with the car. As far as modifications and stuff, but I do have to be honest with you guys. I know I did my last video tell you guys that I want to show you guys what I want to do in my progress step by step, but I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I had a very small window of opportunity, so I went ahead and I ordered a P2R intake manifold gasket and throttle body gasket. And I already went ahead and installed that, so I wasn't able to unfortunately share that experience with you guys, but let's see if we can take a look at it a little bit. I see it here. Can you guys see that? Yep, there it is. So if you guys can see, it's right there on between the intake and the head. So the installation was very straightforward. I removed intake manifolds on the K series several times before already, so it was only, it's less than an hour job, if that, from start to finish. And of course the throttle body gasket is very self-explanatory. Remove these 4 bolts and just make sure there's no connections and they're on the way, and then slide in that gasket and remove your old one. But some of you are going to ask me, why didn't I just go ahead and get a spacer or 2 of these and a spacer? That's already in the works, but it depends on which direction I go with the car. So for today, I wanted to show you guys, right now I'm running on an OEM filter. I did went ahead and picked up a K&N filter for the car and a HPS hose that I want to try out with this setup. Right now, I've had experience with the K&N filter by itself when I first installed my supercharger kit for my last SI sedan, and the flow was you can definitely hear the flow on VTEC engagement, but as far as gains, it's kind of hard to say, but a lot of people are saying good things about this setup with the stock intake system. So I went ahead and try that as my first official mod. As you can see, the car already has a Napa coolant, upper coolant radiator hose. I'm not gonna lie, I went ahead and had an engine coolant intake installed. I went ahead and did the swap on the hose, but like I said, I made a promise to you guys. I'm going to show you guys as much as I can with the progress of my build. So I went ahead and took it off, put everything 100% back together, and I'm just going to start right from the bottom as much as I can. So bear with me, guys. All right, a lot of people. Alright, don't ask me why I did that. We'll talk about the engine later when the time comes for me to put it back on. But right now I do want to try this setup because I came up with an opportunity on getting this set at a really good price. So yeah, real quick, it's very straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these 2 clamps on the stock hose. We're going to loosen up this line here. We're going to loosen up this line here and this hard line here, and we're going to remove this top part and swap out the filter and replace it with that hose. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to try it out with this setup. I know the factory intake system is great. It's an awesome factory setup, but if I can remember, correct me if I'm wrong, if I can remember, the resonator that sits behind the bumper, it's not a hollow resonator. It's actually, I did kind of take a peek at it once before, and it does have kind of like channels in it. So pretty much the K&N and the HPS hose kit is going to be as far as you can go, and the most you're going to get out of the stock intake system. I believe it's because of the resonator down there. So after that, I do have plans on getting either a header and exhaust, or put that money towards a supercharger kit that's on sale right now. It is a CT Engineering supercharger kit. I know some of you are going to say, oh, why don't you try the, the Craftworks. It's a great kit, awesome kit, but I'm not trying to make that much power on a daily driver. Plus, my clutch is brand new. I just bought the car about 3,500 miles ago. I bought it used, of course, but the dealership put in a brand new clutch on it, so it doesn't, I'm just going to use it for what it is. And a used CT Engineering kit, it's pretty much more power than I need on a daily driver. And like I said, I want to have that same experience that I've had last time. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and start doing this real quick. See how much I can get done with one hand. Loosen that sucker up. So this should be very straightforward, no more than a 10-minute job, if that. All right. Oops. Let's do this guy. That one there. Let me go ahead and squeeze that clamp with my pliers and take out the hard line. Give me 1 sec. Alright, I loosened that up already, so that's good to go. And of course, if I had the original hose, this would be stuck on there. You just have to pop it off. Right now, because I did buy the hose used, I'm going to go ahead and use my OEM clamps. So we're just going to put that aside for now. And then for the intake, bust open these clips. With the intake, I have already cleaned it. I put the cleaner under. I cleaned it up with warm water. I let it air dry for about a week, and I already lubed it up. This thing's good to go. Let's make sure everything's good. Alright, that I'm going to put on there like that for now. And with this here, let's test this hose clamp. It's either dry or a little snug, so let's loosen this up a little bit. Oh, that's a snug fit. All right, it's nice and snug there. All right. It's got minimal play there for to get over that lip, so let's loosen this up. All right, cool. All right, one hand. That's pretty much as far as it's gonna go. Yep. Come on. That should be good. This one, I'll snug you up. Oops, it's stuck. Alright. Alright, let's make sure it's got even. That should be good. should be good. Alright, now this one here, of course, it's not OEM, so it is already snug on there all the way around. Let me go ahead and see how it's kind of off alignment a little bit. I'm wondering if that's going to cause some sort of kink on there. Let me go ahead and get this aligned, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I did kind of have to put a little pressure on that, but it did seat properly. It did. I was able to get the clips on there really good. When I did that, this part kind of like slid off a little bit, so I pressed down on the filter to get it on there, and it did get on there. Now I don't know if it's actually kinked right here, or is it just part of the bend, because it kind of goes up and then like that. But this little bend wasn't like that. Well, it was off, of course, but let's see if you guys can take a look at that right there. That little corner right there. See that bend? Right there. But let's try it out. They've sold a bunch of these, so no one's really ever complained, I guess. Let's make sure this clamp is... There we go. Alright. It's good. Let's do this one. Yeah, like I said, having the engine there was actually kind of nice, but I wanted to try this setup, see what works with my daily driving. I know eventually I may go back to it, but first I want to experience this setup, and let's see what happens next. But it should be fun. Alright, cool. Where's this guy? Alright, so let's tuck this guy underneath. There we go. Underneath those lines. Perfect. Alright. Get over here. There we go. Nope. Alright, let me get that sucker in there. Give me 1 second. Alright, cool. So that guy's on there. Already haven't tightened that up. Let's do this guy right here. Awesome. Let's pinch that a little bit. Alright. Alright. Awesome. So that's it. That is it. Alright guys, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and unplug my battery, wait a couple seconds, plug it back up, let it run, and I'll let you guys know how it is. I'll give you my thoughts on it after driving it around for a little bit, for a couple days, or yeah, for a few days. Make sure the, see if is there any learning on the ECU side. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.